জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী। জয় গোপী জনবল্লভ জয় গিরিবরধারী জয় গিরিবরধারী। যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যমুনা তীর বনচারী যমুনা তীর বনচারী যমুনা তীর জনচারী জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। বলো বলো হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। জয় জয় গিরিধারী লাল কি। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai,
Jaya Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada
Jaya Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada Jai Om Vishwpada Paramhamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtottara Shri Hridwan Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ananta Koti Vaishnava Randra Srimad Bhagavatam Ki 20 19 20 21 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamuthire Nashtaprayesha Vadhesha Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naisiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 20, text number 19 to 21. Text number 19 and 20, I'll read myself. Visasarjat manah kayam nabhinandam tamomayam jarghur yaksharakshamsi ratrim kshutrat samudbhavam. Translation. Out of disgust, Brahma threw off the body of ignorance, and taking this opportunity, Yakshas and Rakshasas sprang for possessing of the body, which continue to exist in the form of night. Night is the source of hunger and thirst. Text number 20. Kshutrabhyam upashrishtaste tam jagbhum abhiduruvuhu ma rakshatenam jakshadhvam iti uchuhu kshutrad ardhitha. Translation. Overpowered by hunger and thirst, they ran to devour Brahma from all sides and cried, "Spare him not, eat him up." Purport. The representatives of the Yakshas and Rakshasas still exist in some countries of the world. It is understood that such uncivilized men take pleasure in killing their own grandfathers and holding a love feast by roasting the bodies. Text number 21. Deva ta aha savigno Devastanaha samigno Devadanaha samigno Mam Jakshata Rakshata Mam Jakshata Rakshata Mam Jakshata Rakshata Aho me yaksha rakshamsi Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam bhabuvitha. Praja yoyam bhabuvitha. Praja yoyam bhabuvitha. Devastanaha samvigna mam jakshuta rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam bhabuvitha. Devastanaha samvigna mam jakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam babhuvitha. Devastan aha samvigna mam jakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam babhuvita. Devasanaha samvigna mam yakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam babhuvita. Devasanaha samvigna mam jakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam bhabuvitha. Devasanaha samvigna mam jakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam babhuvita. Devasamaha vigna mam jakshata rakshata. Aho me yaksha rakshamsi. Praja yoyam bhuvitha. Word meaning. Devaha, Lord Brahma. Tan, to them. Aha, said. Samvignaha, being anxious. Ma, do not. Mam, me. Jakshata, eat. Rakshata, protect. Aho, oh. Me, my. Yaksha rakshamsi, O yakshas and rakshasas. Prajaha, sons. Yuyam, you. Babhuvitha, were born. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Brahma, the head of the demigods, full of anxiety, asked them, do not eat me, but protect me. You are born from me and have become my sons, therefore you are yakshas and rakshasas. Translation with repetition. Brahma, the head of the demigods, full of anxiety, asked them, do not eat me, but protect me. You are born from me and have become my sons. Therefore, you are yakshas and rakshasas. Purport. The demons who were born from the body of Brahma were called yakshas and rakshasas because some of them cried that Brahma should be eaten and the others cried that he should not be protected. The ones who said that he should be eaten, Shishi Radha Krishnan Drikshi, Shita Ganki, Shila Prabhupada. The one who said that they should be, the one who said that he should be eaten were called Yakshas, and the one who said that he should not be protected became Rakshasas, man-eaters. The two, Yakshas and Rakshasas, are the original creation by Brahma and are represented even until today in the uncivilized men who are scattered all over the universe. They are born of mode of ignorance, and therefore, because of their behavior, they are called Rakshasas or man-eaters. This sense of Bhakti Vedanta part. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshulmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prasharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashadi Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gathadara Shivasali Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 20. Conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. Vidura is inquiring from Maitreya Muni about how Prajapatis, how the Prajapatis are progenitors of living entities as Marichi Swayambhu, created according to the instruction of Brahma, and how did they evolve this manifested universe. So this is an inquiry from Vidura, how the Prajapatis, who are the sons of the Lord Brahma, create according to the instruction of Lord Brahma, and how they evolve the manifested universe. So here say manifested universe means the universe already exists. So did they evolve the creation on injection with their respective wives? Did they remain independent in their action? Did they all jointly produce? So this was the inquiry from Vidura. So Maitreya say there is a when there is a equilibrium is lost and agitated, the Mahavishnu, from the Mahavishnu's body, the Maitreya begin from the very how the universe came in. So you say from the body of Mahavishnu it came, then later on Mahavishnu expanded into Garbhodakasha Vishnu and entered the universe. Then by perseveration, the half of the universe is filled. Then rest of the vacant place is the space, and there is a brilliant lotus flower sprouted from the abdomen of Garbhodakasha Vishnu. In that Lord Brahma, the first person, is created. on the living entities came from the stem of the lotus flower. So from the navel of the personality of Godhead, Garbhodaka Shahi Vishnu sprouted a lotus flower effulgent like 1,000 blazing suns. This lotus flower is the reservoir of all the conditioned souls, living entity. And the first living entities who came out of the lotus flower was the omnipotent Brahma. So this was Smitra told till now. This in the previous verse is a when that supreme personality of Godhead who is lying on the Garbhodaka ocean entered the heart of the Brahma, and Brahma brought his intelligence and acting with the intelligence invoked the beginning of create the universe. So on the intelligence, as Brahma entered the body of Lord Vishnu in the Kshirodaka Shahi Vishnu entered the body of the Brahma. Out of that he developed the intelligence. Out of that intelligence he began to create the universe as it was before. That means the creation is happening repeatedly. So as before, you see, human being category only, but uncivilized. So when they run towards Brahma, the head of the demigod, full of anxiety, he asked them, "Do not eat me, but protect me." So he requested those yakshas and rakshasas. So you are born from me, and you became my son. So because you have taken birth from my body, that's the reason you are my sons. So protect me, don't eat. So therefore, you are yakshas and rakshasas. So they become yaksha and rakshasas. So the Prabhupada writes in the purport, the demons who are born from the body of Brahma were called yakshas and rakshasas. Because some of them cried that Brahma should be eaten, and others cried that he should not be protected. So out of hungry, they run towards. So the first personalities the Brahma created, yakshas and rakshasas. So they run for the Brahma. Then he requested, and here's Prabhupada say, the one who said that they should be eaten were called yakshas, and one who said that he should not be protected become rakshasas, the man-eaters. So, what context Prabhupada speaks, not able to understand. Man-eaters. The two yakshas and rakshasas are the original creation by the Brahma. So they are originally created by Brahma and are representative even until today in the uncivilized men who are scattered all over the universe. They born a mode of ignorance, and therefore because of their behavior they are called rakshasas, the man-eaters. So everything from all this will understand. It will continue on. Then rakshasas, then devatas, many other living entities. How the Brahma is created. Intelligence is given by the Lord. So this material world is created under the direction of the Lord. The purpose, opportunity for the living entity to understand his own misfortune of give up the shelter of the Lord and came in this material world and undergoing a variety of suffering. to arrange the different kind of suffering for the living entity. So because of all this suffering, one day living entity will be disgust of this material enjoyment and look for the higher happiness. This is the whole purpose why the Lord is created this material world. So Lord is selected Brahma as a created, but the idea of what are the things to be designed this material world, which is that intelligence is given by the Supreme Lord himself. And that does not mean that the Supreme Lord is envious or want to give the suffering for the living entities. That's not at all the purpose. The whole purpose, the living entity is rebellious and want to enjoy the personally. So Lord given the opportunity, whatever the best enjoyment in the wherever, without the presence of the Lord or absence of the Lord, impossible. So that is a law. That is a law in the spiritual world. So the common living entity up top his own ignorance, it is very difficult for him to understand, there is highest happiness in the spiritual world in association of the Lord by serving the Lord. So that is the reason, Lord is want to give the experience for the living entity undergoing a variety of suffering repeatedly. And as Prabhupada is giving the analogy for this, even in the existing material world, there is a government. Government created a jail. The purpose of the government is not punish the citizens. The government have a law. You obey the law of the government. He was given all the facility of the common citizen to enjoy the whatever the government facilities. When a citizen is against the law of the government means the government set a law so that there is harmony in the citizen for living. The living entity, the citizens are live very happily by helping each other. When there is a citizen is looking for personal enjoyment, he may trouble other citizens. Then government, he comes under the law of the government. So the government put in the jail. The purpose of the jail is not to punish the common citizen. Purpose of the jail is rectify the citizen. When the common man is agree with the government law, I will follow the law, what is the law given by the government, and I will cooperate with the citizens of the country, then the government release him from the jail. Similarly, the Lord is creating a material world to make him understand there is a lot of suffering. So I have the better enjoyment in the spiritual world. So generally happen, when a person is go on undergoing repeatedly suffering, then he thinks that whatever the nature of the material living entity, trying to be enjoy variety of way. In all the way, trying. Even the richest of rich people also, they have the facilities. They keep on shifting the enjoyment one object to another object. Finally, disgust of this material world. And look, where is the real happiness? When a jiva is do jijnasa like this, and Vedic literature comes in the front. Lord sends a Vedic literature, and the Vedic literature informs him that there is no real enjoyment in this material world. The real enjoyment in the spiritual world. That what will be enlightened. Then he try by following the instruction of the Vedic literature for the real enjoyment, which will available, accessible for the conditioned soul. So when you follow rules and regulations of the Vedic literature, again you are given the same facility of the spiritual world, serving the Lord, through which you are able to experience the highest happiness. So otherwise this material world is designed like comes under the three modes of material nature. So ignorance, tamas, also one of the guna. Out of three guna, the lowest of the guna is the tamagun. So Lord say, Purusha prakritisto hi bhunkte prakriti jan gunan karanam guna sangosya sad asad yoni jantus. The living entity enter into a different yoni based on his desires. All these desires will be by the interaction of the three modes of material nature. So we keep on telling all this, the interaction of three modes of material nature, where the desires will become. And these all the subjects are very tough subjects to understand how the three modes of material are influencing us. And the reality, the fact is that the three modes of, that was the Lord is design all this system. And very complex design of this material world. Only a spiritually enlightened person able to understand how this universe Lord is designed in such a wonderful way. And under that nature, the law of material nature, we all the living entities acting, and little independence is given for the living entity, and the maximum independent we not having, we have only little independence, and that little independence when the soul go to the other species other than the human species, total independent is blocked. No independent. On those living entities act exactly under the karma, what the karma they borrowed in a human life. The human life, what the karma is, and that karma will experience in different species when the soul is passed through. And the thing is that it is a punishment. Any other living entity, even the human species also in the material world is a punishment. Particularly other than the human being, not at all have the free will, no independence. When the human being little independence is given, and maximum independence is taken out from us, and you executing that independent, two way can utilize. Independence utilized for my own enjoyment out of ignorance, and when a person is enlightened, and the same independent utilized for the devotional practice, service of the Lord. When you utilize the independence for the devotional practices, and its independency, the independence, utilization of independence will be increased. One day come to the completely purified, complete independence is given for the living entity. And all this independent will be utilized, and such a purified, enlightened devotee utilize all independent in the service of the Lord. And that time he given the full freedom, full independence to the jiva to execute. And never a pure devotee misuse the independent. Only in conditioned life the jiva misuse the free will, independence. So when as the spiritually grow, and independence will be increased. His independence per choice for him is more. Independence is more. When a person is not become enlightened or devotee, then it is again blessing of the Lord. As we keep under one way, the keeping in we have only little independence. Rest of the independence under the control of the Lord is good for the jiva. If you give an independence, he will misuse the independent. So you give an independent as his intellect grow toward the service of the Lord. When his intellect is grow towards the service of the Lord, he given more independence, and every independence is utilized in the service of the Lord. So this was the understanding. So how we will utilize his intelligence? By study of the Shastra, by the instruction of the Acharyas, and practice of devotion services repeatedly. And that cover of ignorance go out. Here say the Brahma is through, is cover of ignorance, out of disgust. So for a living entity also, that cover of ignorance will be removed and open. Is a pure consciousness, and that pure consciousness for serving the Lord. In this way, the Lord is designed for a jiva, to facilitate a jiva to go back to Godhead. Okay. Further, we'll continue how Brahma is further create other living entities. So is explained. Vidura is speaking. Maitreya Muni is speaking to Vidura, and some of the topics, what the here the discussions are very difficult to intellectually or to understand, or intellectually mean our intellectually mean scientifically understand. That's the meaning of intellectual. Scientifically understand is very difficult. So some of the places accept it as is okay, Shastra. When we will be enlightened, it will grow spiritually, spiritual intelligence will grow. Then we are able to connect all these things. Like we said, okay, when teachers say 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. So as a school children will accept it. We don't ask the children why 2 plus 2 is 4, why not 8. We don't ask, we'll accept it. Okay, when the student grow, when understand the higher mathematics, then he able to connect why 2 plus 2 is 4, why 4 plus 4 is 8. He is able to connect. Similarly, so some of the subject is beyond our understand, our logic and reason. So we'll accept it as from the Shastra truth, and when our intellect grow, then we are able to connect all this. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada.